Oligarch confiscated Meghan Has' Montecito mansion, used rights, sued them for appropriate his $9 million estate. There's been speculation that Meghan and Harry weren't the actual buyers of the Montecito Olive Garden in 2020. Many suspect that someone else actually owns the property and that Meghan and Harry are just renters. According to Montecito Santa Barbara County, California records, the sale of the Montecito Olive Garden occurred on June 9, 2020. The seller was Rockbridge LLC, which according to my Google research was Sergei Grishin, aka Scarface Oligarch, a Russian billionaire who at the time was going through a knockdown, drag-out divorce with his wife. Sergei's ex-girlfriend spilled the tea on this unsavoury guide to the Daily Mail in 2020. And now the answer to the question we've all been asking: who was the buyer? The buyer was Real Residential Estate Trust, the mailing address of which is 8383 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 1000, Beverly Hills, California 90211. Note that the address on Wilshire Boulevard corresponds exactly with that of the office of Meg's business manager, Andrew K. Mayer of Freemark Financial. You can see proof of this business relationship and the address on the opencorporates.com website page for a now defunct entity called Global LLC, registered June 13th, 2014 and cancelled November 19th, 2018. Interestingly, the registered address of Global LLC is none other than Rachel M. Markle. BTW Andrew K. Mayer was a guest at Meghan and Has's wedding. Rachel M. Markle is listed as a director of an old, now defunct company called Global LLC. This company is not the owner of the Montecito house, and Harry had nothing to do with this particular company. The detailed information related to this old company that we can find online, however, gives us the clues that enable us to conclude that Meg's owns the house in Montecito. Presumable Harry also owns the house. The ownership of the Montecito house is not readily apparent because a trust purchased the house, so the name of the actual owner is hidden. In the documents for Meg's old company, Global, the names Rachel M. Markle, aka Meghan, and Andrew K. Mayer, her business manager, appear as officers and directors, and the address of the business is listed as an office on Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills, California. This is Mayer's office. Exactly the same address on Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills, CA, appears as the address for the buyer that is listed on the deed of the house in Montecito. It's not a coincidence that the addresses are the same. It's complicated, which is intentional on their part. They want to maintain their privacy. Interesting to note, the Harkles have yet to pay their current property tax bill, which is $72,213 that was due on November the 1st. I'm sure they'll wait until the last possible day to pay before it becomes delinquent. It was earlier reported that the mortgage was around $9,500,000 with City National Bank. CNB was founded in Beverly Hills. It's now a subsidiary of the Toronto-based Royal Bank of Canada. CNB is known as the Bank to the Stars because of their numerous high-value Hollywood clients. It seems highly likely that Meghan's Beverly Hills-based business manager set this up. The mortgage is exactly 65% of the purchase price. There's no way to know for certain why they put down 35% in cash without being privy to the original negotiations. It could be because the Markles were unemployed at that time, so the bank needed to mitigate their risk with a higher down payment. It could also be because the home is in the direct path of a future mudslide, as well as being in a wildfire zone. I wouldn't see a 35% down payment as unusual given any of this. Given that the loan is exactly 65%, it seems more likely that the bank was the party requiring a minimum of 35% down payment.